Dear student. So today I start to teach a new language series on learning basic English grammar, beginner English grammar with Sridhar Puri. It's me, Sridhar Puri, and I have been learning English since 2022. So I think I have to share some of my experience with my friends. So let's restart. So today topic is might, may, and couldn't for possibility. Okay. So let's talk about these topics and details. Dear friends, might, may, and could for possibility. What is the meaning of it and what is the uses? So first of all, we need to know the basic structure. We use might plus verb, may or could plus verb to talk about the possibility of the something in the present or the future. When we are talking of makes guess about the present situation or we aren't sure if something will happening in the future. That means we are making a guess about the present situation or we aren't sure if something will happen in the future. For example, I might go to exhibition I did this afternoon. That is future. I might go. That is 50% sure. I'm not sure 100%. But I might go to the exhibition at the tennis this afternoon. That future. It indicates that 50%. So he's traveling. He's traveling in Eastern Europe. He may be Ukraine by now. Present, yeah. I talk about the present, future uncertainty. Because somebody is traveling to Europe, he may be, Ukraine by now. Yeah. Yes. Uh, we could have some problem later this year, future. Okay. It's talking future. There is almost no difference in the meaning between might and could. We use might, 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 and may not talk about a negative possibility. We don't usually use a contraction for may not because we can't use could or couldn't for possibility in the same way as might not and may not. So we might not move into the new office until the new year. Our client may not agree with our suggestions. Okay, and we might not move in new office until this year. It's talking about the negative possibility. We cannot move because our new office has not finished yet, right? Our client may agree with our suggestions. It is their choice, okay? So forms. What are the forms? Uh, we use might, may, could plus infinitive without to or might not might may not plus infinitive without to. They are the same for all persons. The third person and second person and third person. It is a positive form. That for example, they are warning that some could hit most of the country later today. Okay, they are warning that storm could hit most of the country later today. Okay, that is the weather forecasting. So there might be some delay on the railway as a result. Uh, there is something happening on a railway track, so there might be delay on the railway as a result. So that means there are some of people are protesting against the government or what the situations we couldn't predict. Okay, negative. Many people may not be able to get work at all. Okay, the current situation of the world is very dangerous. Some of country are in a war, on a war. So many people may not be able to get to work at all. So it might affect us badly as this. Might. Okay. Questions. It is possible to ask questions with might, may, could plus subject plus infinitive without to. But it is more common to wait, do you think plus subject plus might, may, could plus infinitive without to. That means uh, when you use do you think plus subject, it would be a natural meaning of the use of this. Do you think he might may could be in a Ukraine by now? Might may could he be in a Ukraine by now? Because he could be in a Ukraine by now. Or he may be a Ukraine maybe now, or he might be a Ukraine. I'm not sure. That question. So I would like to suggest you that if you had to talking in the present situation, you want to ask questions to use this possibility with might, may, could, subject plus infinite without to. Then please do you think use before subject plus might, may, could plus infinite without to. Okay, you can see other some examples. So take note, couldn't. So we don't use couldn't in the same way as a might not, I mean that couldn't means that something is impossible. So that means if you okay, we use couldn't, uh, what does it mean? It means it is totally impossible to do. So wrong. I think there couldn't be any train today, so I am going by bus. That's wrong. I think there might be any train today, so I am going by bus. Okay. So might, may, and could for permissions. Might, may, not could for permission are different. For might, may, and could for possibility for permissions. With might, may, not could questions from may, could are infinitive without to. Might for permission is very formal. Could, may, I come with you to the exceptions that are permissions. When we are going to the let's talk about some examples. Our brother or sister are is going to the an events and we are small child. Then in this situation we can use might I come with you, brother, in a cinema hall or to the exhibition center. That is it. So spoken might, may, and could are modal verbs. So when we say modal verb, we obviously say them quick out emphasize. We don't pronounce T, D, and could or the T in the end of the mind and grant. They might get the reality. They might was the whole film. It couldn't be a pay to us because he is a Greece. Okay, some example. Certainly, here are 10 example using a sentence with may, might, and could express different level of possibility. May the package may arrive by tomorrow according to the tracking information. She may have already finished her assignment. Consider how fast she works. It may snow this weekend, so be prepared for colder weather. So he might join us for lunch if his schedule allow. The new policy might lead to increased productivity, but we all have to wait and see. It might be take a few weeks for the project to complete given its complexity. So